Hello and welcome to a new Green Stuff World video. Today, we're building a unique urban diorama using our modern resin bits, combining them with a variety of our products to create a gritty street-style look. We'll start by painting our already primed pieces using colors from the opaque colors range. To achieve a scratch-worn effect, we'll use a dry texture palette. This helps us remove excess paint and test the brush before applying it to the model. We'll repeat the same process on the container's body, using dark evergreen as the base coat. Since it's an opaque color, one layer is enough for full coverage. To bring out that weathered, dirty appearance, we'll dry brush with putrid green, using light, quick strokes across the surface. For the garbage bags, we'll use acrylic colors in a variety of shades to get a more vibrant look. By using different colors, we can separate each bag visually, adding depth and contrast. Right now, the piece still looks too clean and flat. To give it some realism, depth, and gritty effect, we'll apply dipping inks, Orc Flesh Dip and Amber Glow Dip. These won't just go on the container's surface, but especially on the bags, enhancing the shadows in the folds and wrinkles. Don't forget to also paint the wheels with a generous amount to give them a darker appearance. Just look at how realistic everything appears after this step. Now let's prepare the scene. We'll start by making and cutting 6mm phenolic caving foam to create the floor and walls. To texture the surface, we'll roll a texture rolling pin across both the floor and walls, giving them a convincing pavement pattern. Apply medium decoupage to seal the piece and protect it. Next, we'll add a window on the wall with industrial miniature windows, cutting one of the pieces and making the edges on the wall. With a hobbing knife, we'll cut along the marks to create an opening. Before gluing it in place, we'll paint the frame and cut a piece of block stained glass to fit inside. Once both parts are ready, glue them together using medium decoupage. Now, for painting the wall, we'll begin with a dark cold base of arachnid green. To highlight textures and add subtle contrast, we'll dry brush donkey gray with light vertical strokes. Repeat the process on the second wall to maintain consistency. For the floor, we'll use a base of donkey gray, followed by a mix of dipping inks to get that grimy, messy street finish. Now onto the fun part. We'll cover the walls with Graffiti Decals by prepping the surface with decal fixer. Soak the decals on warm water for about 20 seconds. Then, carefully push the decal off the sheet into the model, and help it attach seamlessly onto the surface by lightly brushing. If you notice any wrinkles, use the thin tweezers to adjust the decal, then brush out any bubbles for a seamless fit. To help decals conform to the texture surface, apply decal softener, which helps them mold into the wall's details without tearing or wrinkling. Take your scene a step further, grabbing our refillable marker pens to add custom graffiti and tags to get that urban look we're after. Use different colors to personalize your scene for a unique, authentic feel. To blend the decals into the wall and remove that too clean look, mix dipping inks with mustard medium to create translucent washes. Apply this unevenly across the surface for a natural dirty effect. Follow the same process on the floor and don't hesitate to mix tones. This adds more visual realism and variety to the final result. Now that all parts are painted and ready, it's time to assemble. Use PVA glue to attach the elements securely. To add more life to the scene, we'll include a few pieces from the piles of trash resin set. Since these are smaller, we'll speed things up by priming them in white, then covering them with dipping inks for fast shading and depth. Add final highlights using opaque colors if needed. As a finishing touch, we'll apply Natural Earth Pigments in corners and crevices. This adds another layer of detail and realism. With everything positioned, we're nearly done, but let's bring in some contrast. We'll introduce a reflective character. For this reason, we'll use metal paints. We will go for a bright yellow and silver look to match our scene's color palette using an airbrush. To add the last details, we'll use intensity ink on chest and eyes combined with fluoroacrylic inks to make them pop. And with our main character in place, the diorama is complete. A gritty urban scene that feels both dark and dirty, yet full of life, color, and personality. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to never miss a new video. Tell us in the comments below, how would you use these elements to build your own diorama? See you in the next Green Stuff World video.